Hey folks, DJ Rob with Rhythm Source Productions, and we are looking at a new equipment review. This is part 2, as we talked about in the first part, that I would show you the new uplighting that I've got, the new PAR 56 LEDs, and I have one of these right here. This is the Irradiant PAR 56 LED. This is the long, as you can see. They're all LEDs, as you can see. The good thing about these are, and the reason why I got these is I was watching Stewart Productions, Brandon, talk about these. He purchased some of these. And the good thing about these are, in the difference in these and the Reigns by Chauvet, the DMX is on the side. So that way you don't have all your DMX cables on the bottom and everything. That's the benefit. The difference, what's on the bottom, are the dip switches. We have a DMX light and a power light and a microphone for programs that they can run on their own, for their own master slave programs. They are master slave, as most DMX stuff is. The only difference between these, the big difference in those, is the fact that they do have the DMX cables on the side. The Reigns have a 2-prong plug. This has a 3. No big deal. You know, we'll be all right with that. The problem is with the cord length and the fact that it's 3-prong. So everything's going to have to be 3-prong with a ground fault on it, to where when I run my lights, I'll have to run 3-prong outlets, or have an outlet or a 3-prong extension cord. Good thing about it is I bought a bunch of black extension cords and black power strips, the 6-bar power strip, which will be a plus for these. That way it'll be dark black, won't look like, you know, big bright orange extension cords or yellow extension cords running across the floors along the walls. Another reason I also have the wireless DMX is that way I don't have cables ran all over the floors in the venues. Now, these guys are super, super, super bright. I put them up against the Color Splash Juniors, and these just blow them out of the water. And everything, the throw is much farther, much brighter, looks totally different. Now, Brandon Stewart had a, I'm actually going to put this on this side because I have another light on this side of me. Brandon Stewart created some plates on his video. I pretty much took the same design that he made, and I made my own with a modification. Unless he didn't, I can't remember on his video if he showed the detail of the plate. This is a standard 3/4 inch piece of plywood, painted black, so it doesn't look like plywood. Painted black, has the hole, as you can see, for the bolt to come up through. It's a carriage bolt. That's what we're using, is a carriage bolt. Okay. The difference is in this one, and I'll put it at an angle so you can see it, is this hole here. The good thing about this is when you put the carriage bolt in, the carriage bolt sits below the flat level surface of the wood. Now, I did this for a reason. If you did it this way, as you can see, it has a little funny looking square thing on the end of the carriage bolt. As you can see, it doesn't sit flat. Even if it didn't have this, it wasn't going to sit flat. So by recessing that just a little bit, it allows it to sit flat on a table. Pretty easy. So then all we're going to do is I have my washer and my wing nut. By the way, these are 8x8s. The plates are 8x8. Basically, and I'll show you here what it's going to look like. The good thing about these are too is when you tighten these down, the carriage bolt will go up in the wood a little bit more, so it'll actually be secure and flat. there you have it. And if you'll notice, they're approximately 8 inches wide. So these are 8 by 8s. They're perfect size, as you can see. They are perfect size. They will fit flush up against the wall if you need it to. They work great. I mean, they're perfect. The good thing about these two are if I need to rotate these lights in any direction, they'll sit there. If I need to set them up on something and shine down, they're perfect. So it's a plus, a very big plus. Now, the other plate that I have is a 12 by 12. I recently cut those to 12 by 12 and realized they were just a little bit too big. So, and that was before that I put the light on them. I just took a guess at 12 by 12 would work. Too big. So I cut them down. I wasted some wood, but that's no big deal. It was just a piece of a scrap that I had laying around. The View 3, I left one of the 12 by 12s. I did the exact same thing with it. Identical. The carriage bolt will go up. The View 3 plate, the View 3 bracket will sit down. Screw the wing nut on there. It'll sit. You should be able to rock it up in any form or fashion. The good thing about this is I found out the View 3, this right here will slide. So you can put it in any place that you want it to. It'll go all the way over. There's the front of the line. So my thought is to put it about midways. Approximately midways, secure this down on both sides, put it in the plate. I'll be able to angle it up. It should sit there with no problem. Everything in the back is clear. Everything will be able to plug in. There'll be nothing bending or anything like that. I know sometimes you get in there and you have to bend cords and all that good stuff. Not with this. So 3/4 inch piece of plywood. Just used a couple wood bits. I went to my hardware store and got me some carriage bolts. The bolts are a little long. I wasn't really sure how thick the brackets were when I bought the carriage bolts, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. I think these were 2 inch. You probably get an inch and a half. Probably an inch and a half will do it. I don't remember the diameter, but other than that, just go to your local hardware store and pick out some stuff. It's pretty simple. Other than that, that's about all I've got on this video. Folks, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been a good review for you. I hope you've learned something. I'd like to see some comments and some subscriptions. Any ideas that you'd like to throw my way, that would be great. I'm all the time watching videos, subscribing to other DJs. Comment, review, like I said, subscribe, and practice and enjoy.